Hi there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Janet Kuypers reporting to you as I would on Tuesday nights or Wednesday nights to recreate the Cafe Gallery reading series. Back in the day, I ran an open mic in Chicago. It started at the cafe on Tuesday nights, then went to Gallery Cabaret and was called Cafe Gallery on Wednesday nights, where I would have an open mic from 7 until 9. Now, at Gallery Cabaret, it had to start at 7 because we had a show coming on afterward of, I think it was Ross Berman's music open mic, but we had to start on time. We couldn't just run late and just say, screw it, so I would have to start early. I want to share with you guys, I might as well talk a personal note like I would as a host periodically. I have been going through this past month an allergic reaction to something. I don't know if it was my shampoo, I don't know what it was, but over Halloween, good thing when we were in New Orleans I got to wear a mask the whole time, I had a rash on between my eyes, around my eyes, down my face, then it became a rash all over my chest and arms. I've just spoken to a doctor. They've got me taking all sorts of no cleansers, no products, shampoos to use for a couple weeks while I'm taking salves and medications to make it go away. I can't put on makeup, so I'm sitting here going, how do I cover this up? How do I cover up how I look? Because, I don't know, natural me can't look normal. Because back when I was running the Cafe Gallery, I'd be out of the way and there'd be spotlights, but it's otherwise low lights, so, you know, I could be able to get away with it, right? So, anywho, I was getting to gather with you guys for tonight, and who knows, maybe I'll be able to put on makeup the next time I'm doing one of these readings again. But in honor of this open mic, I thought I would read things from a recently released Scars Publications book. And I know that in the next couple weeks there's going to be like 9 new books. So you might be getting things on Tuesdays and Wednesdays to represent for the cafe and the Cafe Gallery for Tuesday and Wednesdays at the cafe and at Gallery Cabaret. But for this week, I thought I'd share with you 3 poems representing events that happened from this week in this events poetry book called Every Event of the Year, Volume 2, July through December. And I've had a good time sharing these with you, and they've been in, some of these have been in other books, and I've been sharing them online as well, but we have to give some props for every event of the year. I see that people are watching. I have to wave hello because my little stupid phone tells me, hey, wave at people, let them know that you're acknowledging them. So I thought I would share with you 3 poems from the book that relate to events from this week. What do you think of the glasses? They're my husband's. One of the people that I'm waving at right now on the live video. But the 3 things I was going to share with you for this week were events that happened on the 20th and the 21st and the 22nd. Which I thought would hopefully be cool for you guys. I have it bookmarked, haha, with my bookmark that said that I passed my COVID-19 screening test. Yippee skippy, right? Anywho, but I figured if I'm going to get this from the doctor, I may as well keep it as a bookmark, because why not? That'd be fun. So the 3 poems I'm going to share with you from this book. The first one is for the 20th of November, which is actually the date that the Nuremberg trials started back in 1945. And so this piece is called Quenched Bloodlust. We have to treat this with respect. After the atrocities we have witnessed, after the slaughter of innocent millions, after they treated the countless masses as less than human, we must act humane. We know our bloodlust for revenge is not easily quenched. But when we see what these megalomaniacal morons did, the only way we can justify our hatred is to spell out why they are so wrong. I was only following orders, they cry. They chant like they are preparing for that mob mentality. Because it seems whenever people succumb to a mob, they do whatever they want and believe that they are not to blame. They're just following orders. But ask them point blank and they'll swear they're blameless. How can you blame someone swelled with emotion from when swept in a furor? So, let us bring the details to their atrocities. Let's spell everything out for them, and let's show them their signatures on forms condoning this mass genocide. They can keep sunglasses on, but they have to see what they have done. In time, maybe they will realize the error of their ways. Or maybe they will prefer killing themselves to giving us the chance to fill our own bloodlust until we can let our hatred die. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the weird thing about this book, Every Event of the Year, Volume 2, July through December, also like Volume 1, January through June, is that you can literally go from one page to the next. It'll be like, oh, here's a poem about Lent, and then the next page or two will be about, like, Atheist Pride Day. I mean, like, there are so many different topics that are covered, and because they are set up on a calendar year, you go from one different topic to the next, from one day to the next, like we're going to do with the second poem. This one is for the 21st of November. It is the birthday of the feminist writer Marilyn French. She was born in 1929. So this is a nice women's issues one. So it goes to one topic to the next. This is a longer piece. I hope you guys like it. It's called an extension of Him. When I got married, I thought about my having to take my husband's last name and use it as my own, destroying my own history and now calling myself an extension of him. Well, I don't know if I really thought that, but after I almost lost my own life and still spent my time trying to piece together my own life, who I was, I asked him, since the literary world knew me with my family name, the name of my father, born in 1929, the same year as Marilyn French here. I asked if he was okay with me not changing my name. He was fine with it, of course, but looking back, it made me think of the many ways women have had to change who they are to be a supplicant to man. And, of course, if we want to have a career, that's fine, but many men still think that women should also cook and clean and not only birth but also raise their kids. So much for us women feeling like we can do it all on our own, when we are still expected to do more work for less pay and be happy for the opportunity in this patriarchal society. For the oppression of women is the underlying current in any male-dominated culture. Wait, who am I kidding? It's the underlying current in any culture. Let's not fool ourselves. Because I know that for years I worked as an acquaintance rape workshop facilitator, which made me a counselor and a sounding board to more women than I can remember, since 1 in 4 women are sexually assaulted by the time they leave college, and make that number 1 in 3 women over the course of their lives. Women like your sister, your mother, your daughter, just to name a few. But in our society, all women have been raped when men rape women with their eyes, their laws, and their codes. Because women have been denied inclusion in history, we have been denied our history, which denies us our present and even a real future. We can carefully chronicle this history of oppression and seclusion and exclusion, and we can praise the strides we've made despite these man-made barricades that permeate every aspect of our female lives, while remembering the strides we still must make against all odds. Because we're strong creatures, you know, smiling demurely when we take care of others, all while getting ahead ourselves. It's a tough job, but we've known that all along, and we've taken it on without batting an eyelash, with or without eye makeup. And whether or not we're reminded regularly of all that we fight against in our battles to do good, we feel all the things men have historically imposed upon us. whether or not we're told all of these obstacles, they're always permanently burned into the backs of our brains, and we still seem to do well despite these pains that you men ingrain in us. So just realize that if you ever notice how well any woman has done, know that everything was accomplished despite the big bully in the room always breathing over her shoulder. For without that hot air breathed down by man reminds us that we can and will defeat Goliath. There were quotes in that poem from Marilyn French, who was born in 1929 on November 21st, which was why that poem was written. Extension of him from the poetry book Every Event of the Year, Volume 2, July through December. I will wave hello to more people that are checking me out on Facebook live stream. I wanted to share one more poem with you for this book, just to get a couple for this week and cover this week for you guys. I hope you like this one. Hey, this one was written on and for November 22nd, coming up, and that was actually the day that President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. So this is something about that for you guys. As I told you, one topic to the next, it changes like you wouldn't believe in this book. So this is a shorter piece that's called People Forget Politics. There are brief moments in history when people forget their political affiliations. There are brief moments when something sudden happens and it makes people stop. Barack Hussein Obama, a very leftist Democrat, touted his Illinois ties to Abraham Lincoln, a Republican president, and hoped no one would notice the difference. But what we remember is that Lincoln was fatally shot, and we remember the injustice of such a hasty, rash act. Republican President Ronald Reagan said to operating room surgeons after he was shot, "Please tell me you're Republicans." But as I said, at times like these, we forget our political affiliations. We only want to help or lend a hand, unless the news is too shocking to believe, and we all can't shake that state of shock. We see the news, we hear the news, we read the news, and we think, this can't be. This isn't supposed to happen. But here we are. And for a brief moment, humankind forgets our political affiliations, and we try to figure out how to put the pieces back together before we can unite and move on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was your installment of 3 November events poems reflecting this week for you guys from the poetry book from Scars Publications, Every Event of the Year, Volume 2, July through December. Not making this a sales point. You can find it on Amazon if you'd like to learn about it. But I've enjoyed sharing poetry with you guys. I hope everyone is remaining safe right now. As I said, we managed to remain safe when we were in New Orleans for Halloween. I'm like, I don't care if there's a pandemic. I don't care if I'm having an allergic reaction. I've got to wear a mask over my face anyway. I'm going to New Orleans for Halloween, and it was fun. But I hope everyone is remaining safe wherever you are and whatever you're doing. I don't know if I will have the chance to be able to talk to you next week before Halloween. I may try to, just to give you some of the cafe or the cafe gallery fill, because we don't have the places open in Chicago anymore. I miss my open mic, and I miss each and every one of you guys. I hope everyone is remaining safe. I hope everyone is remaining poetically inclined, and if anyone is feeling lonely or lost out there, I want you to remember that you are not alone and that you are loved. It will get better. Stay strong. You are loved. And yay for creativity. Let's everybody keep up the good work, and I will talk to every one of you very, very soon. Thank you all so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.